For 4,500 years, it was kept a secret. Not what the riddle is, but how it was even possible. This is the Great Sphinx of Giza, 240 feet long, 66 feet high, carved from a single ridge of limestone. And according to everything we know about ancient Egypt, it shouldn't even exist. Most people assume the Sphinx was built, stone stacked on stone like the pyramids. But here's what makes this different. It was carved downward, sculpted from living rock. Workers didn't add material, they removed it. Millions of tons of carved stone. Imagine attacking a football field-sized boulder with copper chisels and stone hammers, the only tools. Now imagine doing it so precisely that 4,500 years later, we still see a pharaoh. For centuries, historians credited Pharaoh Khafre with building the Sphinx around 2500 BC. But in 1991, a geologist looked at these weathering patterns and made a claim. This erosion could only come from thousands of years of heavy rainfall. The problem? Egypt hasn't had that kind of rain for 7,000 years minimum, which raises an impossible question. Was the Sphinx carved before the pyramids existed? Before the pharaohs? Before dynastic Egypt? Before recorded history as we know it? Let's go back to the beginning. Ancient engineers first needed the right stone. Surveys show they chose a natural outcrop that had stood here for millions. But this limestone had a problem. It wasn't uniform. Harder layers on softer stone. Any architect today would reject this material. The Egyptians used it anyway. A fateful decision. The carving began with a plan scratched into bedrock, a blueprint for history's largest sculpture. Teams of workers, possibly hundreds, attacked the stone in shifts around the clock. Copper chisels for fine details, dolerite stone pounders for heavy material removal work, each pounder weighing up to 12 pounds, hour after hour, year after brutal year. Archaeological evidence shows they carved top down. The head emerged first from living stone, a royal face emerging from ancient rock. Then the neck, the body, the paws. But here's what's staggering. They excavated an enormous trench completely around the sculpture, digging down 26 feet into bedrock to isolate it. The amount of limestone removed? Roughly 200,000 tons. Enough limestone to fill 60 Olympic swimming pools completely. Staggering volume. Where did it go? Higher quality blocks were recycled to build temples directly nearby. The crumbly stone? Crushed and used as fill material. The Egyptians wasted absolutely nothing. The face required master sculptors, artists who understood proportion, symmetry, and impossible pressure. One mistake with a chisel could ruin months of work. No practice runs, no second chances. When carving was complete, the Sphinx wasn't left as bare stone. It was plastered. Traces of red pigment still cling to its face today. Archaeological evidence suggests vibrant colors. A crimson-faced guardian with a royal beard. It would have been stunning, terrifying even. But then came the part the ancient builders couldn't anticipate or control: time itself. Those soft limestone layers, they began to crumble. Wind and sand scoured relentlessly. By the Roman Empire, the Sphinx was already ancient and damaged, weathered by millennia. For most of history, it sat buried up to its shoulders in protective sand, both a curse and a blessing, because the sand preserved what was left underneath it. Napoleon's expedition tried to clear it. Later excavations revealed the pause, each generation rediscovered. By the 1920s, full excavation finally revealed the complete sculpture for modern eyes. Today, restoration teams fight to save what Bronze Age builders left for us all. New limestone patches are lighter than original stone, a patchwork of ancient and modern. Barriers now protect it from tourists, from pollution, from the same sand that once saved it. Through it all, the Sphinx remains, silent, weathered, guarding secrets we'll never fully know. So how was the Sphinx really built? Modern laser scans are revealing its secrets. The scans reveal tool marks in the stone, fingerprints of Bronze Age workers themselves. Every strike visible, every choice permanent, shaped chisel by chisel, strike by patient strike. No alien technology, no lost advanced civilization, no mystery machines, just human effort. Just copper, stone, human hands, and something more powerful than any tool: collective will. The Sphinx has survived earthquakes, foreign invasions, and 4,500 years of relentless erosion. It survived Napoleon's cannons, industrial pollution, climate change, vandals, neglect, time's endless assault. Today, restoration teams work to save what the Bronze Age left behind for us. But here's the thing about mysteries. Some questions simply can't be fully answered yet. We may never know the exact date it was carved, the decade, perhaps even the century. We'll never know the name of the sculptor who shaped that eternal face watching eastward. We'll never hear the sounds of those workers, their chants, songs, rhythm of stone. But we do know this: 4,500 years ago, humans looked at imperfect limestone and saw God, and they carved it into existence through will and labor. The riddle of the Sphinx isn't what it asked travelers in ancient Greek mythology. It's the question it poses to us right now. What will you create? What are you willing to build that will outlast you, that will endure beyond your lifetime? What will you leave behind for people you'll never meet, in times you can't imagine? Because that's what the Sphinx really is: proof that impossible things are absolutely possible. 4,500 years, 180 generations of humans, all remembering this sculpture. It stands with humanity's greatest achievements, built by people with simple tools, extraordinary determination. Not gods, not aliens, not magic, just humans who refuse to accept the word impossible. The Sphinx asks, what's your answer? What will you carve into existence before you're gone? That's the real riddle.